There's a federal law called Title 4D. It was passed in the late 1970s. This is the cause of the divorce explosion in the 1980s and the creation of, there were no family courts in the early 1980s. They didn't exist. They were created specifically because of Title 4D. Title 4D provides for matching funds for the collection of child support. So I don't know about Virginia, but I know about Texas. In Texas, it's $500 million. It's $480 to $520 million per year. The more child support that's issued, the more money the state gets in reimbursements. The more it collects, the more it gets in reimbursements. The entire Texas Attorney General's office is funded by the child support collection matching funds from Title 4D. Texas actually has a law in the Texas Government Code which requires all judges to rule in cases in such a way to maximize Title 4D reimbursements.
Wow.
Before anything is heard in case. This explains a lot of peculiar things in family court. Family court's known for giving custody to the dysfunctional parent, and they just do it consistently. They do it all the time. I watched a case ahead of mine one time, and they gave 2 children back to a heroin addict mother who had successfully passed the drug test after 15 days for the first time.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What was the
Why would they do
alternative?
that? That makes no sense. Why did they do it? Here's why they do it. The state knows full well it will never collect child support from a heroin addict. And all that matching money, they don't get it.
Got it.
They know that the responsible parent will bankrupt themselves to protect their child and to take care of their child, and they'll get all the matching money for that. So the decision in family court doesn't come down to, are you a fit and willing parent? If that were the case, then in 99% of the cases, you would have both parents getting 50-50 custody because both parents are fit and willing.
Yeah.
So what they do is they say, which person here will give me the maximum Title IV reimbursement for the state?
Wow.
And that's the person who loses custody so that they pay child support. That's the real calculation that's going on. You mentioned CPS, and if you're looking at laws around this, you need to know about Title IV-E. Title IV-E gives reimbursements for taking children. So when the state takes a child from a family, they get a Title IV-E reimbursement just like Title IV-D. Here's how it works in Texas. You'll get a satellite office in a rural county of Texas that's running low on budget. They'll look for a child to low IQ parents, under 18 months of age, but they'll go as high as 2 with no medical problems. And they'll go and take their children. They usually do it through subterfuge. They do a well check and they bring along an extra party that they don't tell the parents or a psychologist. The psychologist, unbeknownst to them, is doing a psych eval and recommends taking the children. They take the children. Within 6 months, the child is adopted out, and that satellite office gets $250,000 in budget money.
Well, thousands pay child support, but News 5 Investigates discovered their payments don't always go to the custodial parent or the child.
Chief investigative reporter Eric Ross found evidence of the Department of Human Services keeping the cash for themselves. Eric.
Robin Elizabeth, that's right. Our 2-month-long investigation found money that's supposed to support children going right back into the state's pocketbook. Nicholas Turner and Audrey Mead have a 2-year-old daughter. Although the couple is not together anymore, Turner wants to be part of his daughter's life and pays child support. Money he expects to go to his ex.
Money's going missing as I'm paying it.
Turner noticed not all of the money he was paying ended up in Mead's account. Court documents show he is supposed to pay $366 every month beginning in May 2017. He admits he missed a payment in May, but tried to make the situation right the following month. Accounting ledgers show Turner sent Mead a total of $766 through the online child support payment system, yet the state only deposited $366 into Mead's account.
No one can tell me where the money is going.
Between June 1st and the end of October, Turner paid a total of $1,935 in child support. But News 5 Investigates learned his ex only received $1,386. So where did the remaining $549 end up? We spent weeks attempting to follow the money trail, and while the Department of Human Services would not tell us specifically where it was deposited, they did tell us they kept it. Their reason, Miss Mead also receives food assistance from the state, which means she allegedly waived her right to collect past due child support. In cases like this, the state doesn't charge interest or a penalty fee like most credit card companies would. Instead, the state keeps it. All of it. Ironic, since the mission of the Colorado Child Support Services Program is to assure that all children receive financial and medical support from each parent.
When you're expecting the payment and it doesn't show up, it puts a lot of stress on both me and my ex.
I've lived paycheck to paycheck my entire working career. I'm 32. And, it doesn't take much math to realize that I could go under in 1 month. And that money, I worked very hard for it. And if it's not going where it needs to be, then what's the point of the program?
In addition to losing child support money, Meade lost out on tax credits and money through TANF, also known as Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. Those benefits were rejected because of her income from child support she never received.
I can't be the only one who seems blown away by this. There's probably people out there that are not amicable with their exes and don't talk and just think that their ex is not paying the child support.
A DHS spokesperson reiterates because Ms. Meade receives other financial assistance, federal guidelines allow the state to keep child support payments, but only if they are paid late. The spokesperson goes on to say that information is relayed to parents who apply for assistance, but Rob and Elizabeth, the state could not provide us any documentation to either me, Ms. Meade, or Mr. Turner to back up that claim.
Yet we have single mothers asking why fathers don't like child support, when the state clearly profits from child support.